Hey guys, Tech Tipper 101 here again with another quick tip. Now, I have two secrets for my viewers out there who have iPads. Now, if you have an iPad, you know that the on-screen keyboard is either hit or miss. Either you can use it really good, or either you have a hard time getting used to it, mainly because it's an on-screen keyboard and you don't get the button feel. But this applies to any of us that are doing quick text editing. Now, with the recent update of iOS 5, we can do some cool tricks with the keyboard actually. First of all, when we type, if you can see here, if you hold down the keyboard button, you can undock the keyboard and you can move it around to better place it on the screen, or you can split the keyboard and it will split into two, so it's easier to type with your thumbs. Now, what I think many of you did not know is you can pinch the keyboard big and pinch out whenever you need the smaller keyboard. And that's really handy for when you're just picking up your iPad and you don't know which orientation is in and the keyboard pops up and you need to type stuff. For many people it works. All you have to do is pinch in to make the keyboard bigger again and pinch out to have them separate. And you can do that with the keyboard in any position. So for most of us, the keyboard is always down here. All you have to do is pinch the keyboard out and then you get the smaller keyboard and pinch it in for the bigger full-size keyboard. Now, the second tip that I doubt most of you know is that there are invisible buttons on the side of the keyboard when you're using it split. As you can see, on the left side you have the QWERT, and on the right side it's finishes with the YUIOP, right? So in order, and these buttons are basically for your left thumb and your right thumb. Now, obviously, you're not meant to type T and stretch all the way here with Y, to the Y rather, because that defeats the point of having two separate keyboards. So there's actually, after the T, G, and V, and before the Y, H, and B, there are invisible buttons of the buttons on the other side. So after the T, there's an invisible Y, as you can see, or that's a G rather. If I type, you see a Y came up. Hopefully you can see it. After the G, there's an invisible H. It's hard to do on camera. After the V, there's an invisible B. And all you have to do is tap in the gray area. Similarly, before the Y, there is a T. And it auto-corrected to yet. Before a H, there's a G. And before the B is the V, if it shows up, you see? So for quick typers out there, if, for many of us, rather than just finish the word, and if you need the Y, rather than type it with this thumb, you can actually just, type it with the left thumb. So there you go, quick tip, a quick secret for my iPad users out there. If you didn't know, there's invisible buttons after the T, G, and V, and the Y, H, and B when you're using the iPad in split mode. And you can always split it by pinching two fingers in and to make it the full keyboard, and pinching out to make it the bigger keyboard. So thank you guys for watching once again. I know it was pretty wordy, but give it a try and tell me how it works for you. Thanks for watching once again. Stay tuned for future videos ahead. Bye-bye.